Like the weed, times change, so does your mind frame, the picture strains. My shuffle strategic, my shuttle's worth like Jesus, he got game. It's E-Dot flame, low cane, and sniff for this, and I'm the side, he knows main blow.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, the Serpent Tongue. You're tuned into the Devil's Advocate, and I have another special guest. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
What's up, man? It's Young Nyeusi Low, aka Greaselini, aka Young Lazarus, aka Los Sporado, all that shit, man. We in the building, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to
sweet.
everybody.
Again, thank you so much for setting this up. I really appreciate it.
For sure. Appreciate you, bro.
All right. So, I thought you were on here today to obviously talk about your latest album that dropped on the 27th of this month, Young Lazarus, produced by Boom Whistle.
Produced by Bo Wesso.
So,
yeah,
this has been a very anticipated project for me because I have covered a few of your albums or one of your albums in the past, and I know how talented you are. I know how how exciting this collaboration could be, and obviously when the album came out, it was more than I thought it would be. It was everything I thought it would be plus more. So I just want to do a deep dive into how this album came to be, and the whole in and out of it.
all right. Sounds good to me, man.
So, so when did you start working on this album with Bone? Like, when did the recording for that start?
I think in the summer. We started in the summer. I guess Knack hit Bones. It was like, yo, you should make a project with Low. And Bones hit me. I had been talking to him for probably like a couple of months prior to that. We was talking about locking in, and then one day, I think like in the beginning of the summer, we're just like, fuck it, we're gonna start it. And it's just easy, man. He just, just play beats, I rap, It's
Yeah.
one
Now,
plus two, three type shit.
from what I've heard, and plus when I talked to him on an interview, he told me how much beats he has on hand, how many hundreds, probably thousands of beats he has in his
Oh my
phone.
God. Yo, he makes like fucking 40 beats a day. He is a beat. Like he's a beat machine in a person. Like this shit is crazy.
So, so, so what was the process with the beat selection? Did he show you all his beats? He's like, oh, choose this category, or how did it go?
So he just makes a bunch of beats like at once, and then like
Mhm.
we'll just kind of sit through, and then he has chapters. Is how he does it.
Yeah.
So I think he puts like 100 beats per chapter,
Mhm.
and then we'll just sit there through and like sit down, go through it. I'll smoke. I'll see what. But I'm very particular, you know what I mean, with the shit that I rap on, and I think after a while he understood that, and then he started showing me beats that he's like, I know you would sound good on this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at first, a little touch and go because we haven't worked before. But then
Mhm.
once we started to understand each other, the shit just became mad organic. And I feel like
Yeah.
you can hear that within the music,
Yeah. And so I know the lead single to promote this album was E-Dot Flame, which is the first song.
That's the first song we made.
Yeah. So were you happy with that being the lead single for the album? Kind of all the choices?
Like I said, that's literally the first song we made on the album. Like that was the first song. And like once it was done, everybody was going crazy. We sent it out to people. They were like, nah, this is the one. And like we kind of understood like this is kind of the one. It's like just swagged up from start to finish. You know what I mean? So I feel like it really encapsulated like what we were trying to do with the album. So we're just like, fuck it, we'll make this single, make it the first song, and it was the first song, so it's like it only made sense,
Yeah. So who decided what features to have on this album? Was it you that handpicked, like, oh, I want S there, I want hieroglyphics, or nine?
Um, it was a little bit of both.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a little bit of both. Like we knew we needed we knew we wanted like the heavy hitters from our section, like Code 9, ST Knack, and like even Urge One with his new project that he just dropped. You know what I mean? We knew what we wanted to do. And then like hieroglyphics, he's starting off right now. He's doing his thing, you know what I mean? So we brought him in. And then OP Shiz, that's been my man since fucking forever. We call him like the secret feature god because he don't have none of his own music. He just does features. So you know what I mean? He don't really rap like that, but I felt like it was important to bring him in. because I feel like he's definitely part of my story as an artist for sure.
Listening to this album because obviously the very next day after it dropped, I bought it. That's why I got paid. But the more I listen to this album, the more I feel this is more of a. I feel like as far as Blue and Whistle's production discography is concerned, that's been released so far. This is more of like a, you know, like a lighter, smoother
Yeah,
atmosphere.
yeah, but that's why what I was saying before, like, because I'm like really particular about like what I rap on and like how it flows when it comes together. So, and I really like that smooth shit. You know what I mean? I like to be able to talk my life on shit that just sounds mad cinematic and smooth. You know what I mean? So, um, once he started playing those beats, I was like, that one, that one, that one, that one. And then the last one with Urge, he had cooked it up and he just said it to me. He's like, yo, I know this is gonna be the one. And so, you know what I mean? We got it done.
Yeah. So, how many? So like, does it take you many takes per song to get it right, or is like one take per
You know what?
song?
You know what's funny about that? Me and Bose were damn near arguing because it's like me when I rap, like I like to rap the whole thing. I don't like to like punch in and shit. You know what I mean? So it might take me a couple of takes because I'm trying to get the whole thing out. And then Bones is just like, bro, punch it in. And I'm like, nah, I'm not punching that shit in. I gotta get this shit out. Like, cause I like it when it just sounds like the whole thing's cohesive. You know what I mean? So I mean it really depends. It depends on how complicated the rhyme scheme is. You know what I mean? Like if it's something like top floor, like that rhyme scheme is just complicated, like from start to finish. So that one definitely took me a little longer than like something like Eat Out Flame, where I'm just kind of splashing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, what's your rhyming like? What's your writing process like? How do you how do you get inspired when you write your verses? Is it like off the top? Is it half off the top, half written down?
It depends. With this tape, I definitely wrote everything, but it's like some of the stuff I like wrote like when I'm like on my way to work or something, or I'm like just living regular life activities, and then I feel like the other half I wrote in the studio. So, but I feel like when it comes to writing, I feel like living life is kind of like the number one way to find inspiration to write. Because how are you going to write about your life if you're not doing anything in your life? You know?
Well, that's fair enough. And, like, how did the name? I mean, obviously, as you said in your intro, it's probably it's one of your names. But like, how did Young Lazarus come to be for the album name?
That's funny. It was a long time before I even thought about that. Originally, the album was going to be called A Dollar in the Wind,
Yeah,
which is funny, like because I just dropped another album before that and called it that.
yeah,
But I don't know. I kind of feel like in the last couple of years, life just lifes sometimes, and you go through like metamorphosis as a person. You know what I mean?
yeah,
'Cause much like Lazarus, you know what I'm saying, when he died waiting for Jesus, and then Jesus came and brought him back to life, and now he gets to live a whole other life.
yeah,
You know, so it's kind of like in a way, but like bringing myself back to life, where it's like you just have to shed so much of your old self to become greater. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that, like shedding my old self to become greater. Like,
yeah. Nah. Like, I gotta be honest. When I saw the album name, I was like, damn, that goes hard. Young
yeah,
Lazarus.
I
That's like,
appreciate it because it makes you think. Like, okay, I know the story of Lazarus, so it's like he died and came back to life, but it's like for certain reasons. You know what I mean? He's not just anybody. You know, he was one of Jesus's friends, so it's just like it makes it that much more complex in a way, you know?
yeah. Unfortunately for me, whenever I see the name Lazarus, I just think of the Batman Ra's al Ghul Lazarus
Yeah,
pits.
the Lazarus pit, but it's
It's
even at that, it's like you have to climb out of that.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's bringing yourself from a dark place to a light place.
mm,
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
yeah. So
yeah.
so obviously it's been out for almost a week now, a weekish. Um, what's the reception like? You know, have you been blown away by the reception? Has it hit you immediately? Like the reactions, the comments, the love for the album.
Yeah, people love this shit, bro.
Hmm.
People are loving it. People are loving it, and I love that because it gives me motivation to go harder. You know, people are really fucking with it. I'm getting good DMs, people in person. Like, I went to Brooklyn for I don't know if you know about Bob Pace and Sniper Lou public housing. Tap in with them. They just got Bob Pace and Sniper Lou just got one of the best albums of the year in Pitchfork. So they're, you know what I mean, Public Housing NYC, those are my boys. But I went to their show and like people like that were in Brooklyn were just telling me like, yo, the album is fire. And I was just thinking to myself, like, that shit's mad cool because, you know, 2 years ago, if I would have walked into anywhere in Brooklyn, it's like nobody's gonna know who I am. And it's like it's just letting me know that, you know, we're getting there step by step. But this album has had great reviews and I love that people are fucking with the music because it comes from a real place, you know.
Definitely. Out of all the 12 songs here, what was the hardest song to record and why?
Hardest song to record. Uh Probably Top Floor. Because
Yeah.
it's just so many fucking flow switches and a lot of words, you know. A
Yeah.
lot of words, you know. But it meant a lot. I feel like every word that I said on that like meant a lot. And like you can
Mhm.
just tell by the atmosphere of that song.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would
No.
say that just because it's just like it's a lot of intricacies, you know.
Yeah. Do you feel like working with Bone, especially obviously after this album, do you feel like it's helped you grow as an artist? It's like opened your eyes to new things going forward in your career?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Mm.
For sure. And just to see how he works too.
Mm.
That's you know what I'm saying? Like the way he works is just crazy. Like he's probably got like 6, 7 more albums he's about to drop this year,
Yeah.
you know. So I think that's the biggest thing, just watching the work ethic. Shit that it's the type of shit I can appreciate for real.
Yeah. You know, I was saying that recently to someone. Um, that that's one of the key things I appreciate about the underground since I started doing reviews is like everyone has such extreme work ethic, which inspires everyone else to keep. It's like a vicious circle of nonstop grind, and it's really inspiring. I think.
I agree because it's like once you see everybody working and then it's like, are you gonna work or are you gonna be in the way? You know what I mean? Like, are you gonna start, you know, showing us what you got, or you gonna fade into the background? And like, I'm not one that's gonna fade into the background. I'm gonna keep shooting my gun off. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep punching these motherfuckers in the mouth until somebody get hurt. You know? So somebody drop a tooth, I'm throwing these hands. You know what I mean?
I love it. Um, okay, so this album's obviously done. What's next? If you can tell us for the audience, what's next for your career this year after this one?
Well, there's a lot of shit coming, man. There's a lot of shit coming. I've been working secretly. You
Secret.
know, this next album I'm about to drop is about to be totally different. I'm going like I don't it's not really trap music. It's just I like to call it swag music. It's gonna be different. Just you know what I mean? But it's fire though. It's me and my boy Reasons.
Oh yeah,
RSN.
yeah,
Yeah, I known him since I was like fucking 12. So you know what I mean? Like that's really the homie for real. We made mad music together and it's been probably 2 or 3 years since we dropped a project. So it's gonna be a special one. And then right now, me and Loman are working on Los Sporado too.
yeah,
Um, and that shit is amazing as well, man. You know, so we just keep working, man. Just keep, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Gotta feed the machine.
That producer, that's the one that produced the Mellows album, right? Mellows album?
Yes, yeah, he produced a lot on the Mayos, yeah, reasons.
Mm, that's good.
Yeah, we
Um,
all our little network, you know.
yeah, no, that was a tough album. Now that's sick. Like, so So a question. So like, how do you so, like, in your opinion, how do you view the underground culture at the moment? Because in my opinion, there's a bit of a culture shock coming into this because I used to be a mainstream guy. Like I used to not know anyone from the underground until my bro put me on, and now I'm here. But like, I find it interesting because obviously the whole streaming situation where people on streaming get paid shit all for their streaming numbers, and now you have the underground doing like straight to custom albums, zip files, or you have Bandcamp exclusive. Like, how do you feel like all that? Like, how do you feel do you feel like there's a switch coming soon? Because I feel like the Bandcamp or straight to custom is kind of a in some cases an overcorrection from the lack of money being paid by Spotify and streaming, or or do you think obviously this stuff's like healthy for the culture? Just direct the customer Bandcamp.
Yeah. Well, I would say this type of wave has been going along for a long time. Like I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Bandcamp's been around longer than like the streaming like shit. And if not, it was around when that shit like just started. Like just the whole Bandcamp wave and people putting out their music on there and I mean people selling their music in this type of like uh format it's been going on for a long time. But I love it. It's like its own organism. You know what I mean? It's like it's literally its own organism. We eat, you know what I'm saying? We develop everything like in-house. And the
Yeah,
shit and everybody works with everybody. It's not like there's not much hating going on. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's, if people see that you're fire, then motherfuckers will fuck with you. And I love it, man. Because just like you said, the streaming you're getting paid 0.0007 something stupid like that. Like
yeah.
shit, they're raping the music industry. Like
Mhm.
so we got to find ways to counteract that, you know. And shout out to Bandcamp because I folk with them heavy. And shit, we just gonna keep dropping, man. We just gonna keep
Yeah,
going. I mean, we're gonna feed the organism. We're gonna keep it living. We're gonna grow it from a baby to a full grown fucking. You know what I mean? Yeah.
yeah. Look, in my opinion, it's also like because obviously over I think last year I spent like some over 3,000 on Bandcamp. Think
We
so.
appreciate you, bro. We appreciate the love, but that's how you know the music's good. It's like, all right, these are really the only places I can find it, and it's just like, you know what I mean? And people are willing to support the artists. So that's what we love the most. You know what I mean? Because we support y'all support us. One hand washes the other type situation. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it heavy, man. For sure, for sure.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Again, I just wanted to have you on for a brief moment just to talk about the album. You helped me dive into some into some interesting insights that I'm sure the fans at home will be interested to hear. And look, I'm excited for your new jobs that you just talked about, plus all the other ones throughout the year. And yeah, I'll be sure to post this ASAP and send it to you. And again, thank you so much for your time today.
You already know, man. Appreciate you, bro. You definitely do your thing, man, for sure.
I
Salute.
try to talk for the culture, just like. All
For
right.
sure.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and I'll be talking to you soon.
You already